Thursday morning, guys. Welcome back to a new little daily vlog. We have a lot to catch up on with everything that's happened this week. As you can tell, it is Thursday, so there's a bunch to catch up on, but let's make some coffee and then we'll get into it. All right, guys, so like I was saying, we have a bunch to catch up on. I'm actually going to go start helping Alex with the DTF printers. He has been working on that while I was building a coffee station or a coffee bar, but I'll update you guys once we check in, see how printer number 3 is up and going. We're gonna get those up. Not too much to film today. Alex actually came in yesterday when he wasn't supposed to because of the snowstorm, but he came in yesterday and printed a bunch. So right now we're just gonna get printing, and then I will talk to you guys a little bit about, you might see that the shop looks a little different. So again, we just have a bunch to catch up on. I haven't vlogged all week. There's been just a lot, so we'll catch up on that once we get the printers up to go. All right, well, Alex is doing that and finishing it. I guess I can just update you guys a little bit on what has been going on. So the last time we talked was, I believe, on Friday or Saturday. I told you guys that Alex and I came in and we ended up organizing and cleaning up the office. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit and showing you what we did differently. This was the coffee station that I was building basically for the last 2 hours. I told myself that it was only going to take me like 45 minutes, 30 minutes to build. Ended up taking quite a bit longer. I learned that I hate Allen wrenches. Anyway, so just a little update on what's been going on. So I think, again, I was telling you guys last week, we didn't really know about like the storm, what was to be expected. They were kind of just telling us to be prepared, but at the same time, like, you couldn't really tell until a few days out. So on Monday was MLK Day, so no one was open anyway. Mail carriers weren't shipping. So we were planning to be off on Monday anyway. And then Tuesday, we got word on Monday night because we actually came in and cleaned and organized and did everything on Monday. We used the holiday as like a time to just get everything organized, because since the new year we really haven't like had a chance to do any of that. It's just been busy, so we used that day to clean, organize, spent the majority of the day here, and then we were told to make sure that we got home at like a decent hour on Monday night, because that is when the storm was going to hit the worst. So if you guys don't know anything about, like, we're from Houston, that basically means when a snowstorm or ice or anything related to that hits, we end up like shutting down like the whole city. So on Tuesday night we drove home and then woke up on Tuesday morning, and I'll try to insert a clip. Again, if you guys aren't from Texas, you're going to think that this is nothing, but just like what we woke up to on on Tuesday was insane. It literally looked like a winter wonderland out there. But that did mean that the whole city basically shut down, because Texas isn't, especially Houston, like isn't really prepared. So they don't have like snow trucks. I'm from the north, so I understand like where are the plows and all that. They don't have any of that here. So roads were super icy. Everyone was shut down. School shut down. So we ended up staying home, having to shut down the shop on Tuesday. And then later on, we were checking cameras at work just to check, and it looked like that there had been some power outages in the area, which they said was to be expected, just like with winds and everything like that. But then they said the worst of it was actually going to hit, on Monday night, the worst of it. But then as Tuesday morning came, they were talking about how it was going to melt, the snow would melt, but with the dropping temperatures, it was going to end up turning to ice. So they said it was best if schools called out again on Wednesday and everything like that. So they said it was best to just try to stay home until Wednesday afternoon. But so Wednesday morning, we decided not to go anywhere and leave at like our normal time. Alex did end up coming in a little bit in the Wednesday afternoon. He stayed late to get orders printed out. But so that basically caused a Monday holiday and then 2 other extra days due to a shutdown, like a city shutdown due to Texas freezing over. But we're back in the office today, full swing. We do have a lot of orders. Alex had a bunch printed yesterday, but we do have orders still coming in from the week. So we're going to knock those out. And then I'll show you guys some updates we did to the shop. So one big thing that I did want to get done in the shop was my desk. I typically work in the back, but I really don't want to be breathing in anything around the printers for 12 hours a day. I just don't think that that's very healthy for me. So we did clean off my desk, got rid of I had like 4 monitors sitting on the desk. And then we ended up, it's dirty right now, but I have to just clean it off. And then that's where I'm gonna work. We did get a coffee bar station because one thing about us, you guys know we love coffee, so we did have to get that all organized. And then just like the little mini kitchen, and then Alex's desk is over there. And then this is where we film our podcast, which if you guys don't know, we do have a podcast just talking all things DTF transfers, all things DTF printing, all things business owning. So if you guys do ever want to check that out, that was going to be in Alex's channel. I'll make sure to link it. But if you're a business owner, I think our latest episode was mainly on just like how to like business, best way to run your business. So definitely check that out. I think Alex needs me, so I'll be right back. Okay, we are working on getting a clog out of printer number 2. Seems to be a little bit, they don't like the cold. So we're just gonna try to keep doing that, getting it worked out. Hopefully it's nothing too catastrophic. Printer number 3 is going perfectly right now. So, no, you can clean it again. Clean it again. Clean it number 4, only the head 2. So we're just working on getting that out. I did get a TikTok uploaded for the day, and I also got a YouTube short, and then I did break my Monday, Wednesday, Friday for vlogging because I didn't really have a vlog to film on Wednesday, but so you're getting a Thursday vlog. But I just uploaded that TikTok. I'm gonna go upload it to the Instagram, and then hopefully by then the printers will be up and going. It's about 3:57 right now, so it might be a later night, but we haven't been in the office all week, so it's okay. All right, guys, hair is up because dealing with these printers is not fun when your hair is down. But I thought that I would back to our little office / warehouse tour, things that we've changed to help us be more efficient, as well as just to keep everything organized. So I'm going to take you guys on a little warehouse tour. So this is, the camera's not flipping. This is like right when you come in. We figured we would put orders for the day here because our shipping station is right back there, so it'll be easy just like grab orders. So yeah, that's where that is. Then we got our shipping station over here. Everything, and this is the plastic that we use to wrap our transfers. So it's all nice and organized. We got our boxes, and then where I do have our shipment of film and powder coming on Monday. They had to reschedule. It was supposed to be here Tuesday. They had to reschedule due to the storm. So we just have all this open space. We are thinking of like we're not sure what we want to do with these. We don't really use them anymore since we started like switching to like when you place an order, it just goes straight into our queue rather than like we don't print. Like when I used to do transfers like ready to ship, I would just print like 100, drop them, buy them, and then we would print if we needed more. So now these just hold transfers that like we don't even sell anymore or are off the website. So we really don't know what we're going to do with all these. We're thinking right now we do have some like storage in there, but since that's not really how it works with us anymore, we're not sure what we're going to do. Then this storage all right here is just going to be again for ink and film. We're hoping that this lasts us quite a bit of time, so we just did clear a lot of space for it. And then it is going to be a little hazy in here just with the printer just got turned on. And then also we do have a bunch of humidifiers in here. With the cold and the dry, the air in here was super, I guess, just dry in general. So we did have a humidifier around every printer, and then we also have just the big boy right there. So it's very humid in here, as well as like the printers just got turned on, and usually when they get turned on after a couple days off, it takes a while to heat up, and then it lets off steam, and then it cools down. But so each desk, something we changed is each DTF printer is going to have its own little desk. So we're going to put the computers over there. We haven't put the computers on these two yet because we're still working with the one over there. That's going to have to be done on the weekend, I think, just because we can't really have the printers down, and we need the computers to like upload the prints. So that's what you're actually standing on right now, is just one of the desks. Perfect. Then we did get, let me turn around. So if you guys don't know, we haven't really shown it much. I might have shown it in past blogs. We do screen print. So this is just kind of our screen printing cleaning area. We do have all our cleaning supplies here. Alex got a box from I think it was DTF Superstore, and it just basically with all of our supplies, and it gave us like a bunch of little things to try out, like this one that he was just showing me. I'm very excited to try because I'm going to clean around all of our print heads just to make sure there's no like dried up ink that can get caught underneath the carriage. So we did end up, this is the one table, we ended up moving the exposure unit. The humidifier sits there. Let's check the humidity right now. So this is hopefully just going to keep it humid in here to prevent any big clogs from happening in the printers, which is kind of what we're dealing with number 2 right now in the white. Just with the air, I think it's too clogged. So this one is another desk. Each one does have a bin now, so it's going to have like scissors, a little the dusting thing that I was showing you guys, as well as just some like other supplies that we use on like a day-to-day basis, pens, markers, stuff like that. Printer number 4, I don't know if I can show these designs if they're Plus customers or our customers, so I don't want to do that, but that is what's happening there. Then we did end up moving this table to just clear, kind of like have a clear pathway around the area. We haven't been able to organize this from like this tray back. Our goal is to basically get rid of this thing that Alex is standing at, since the computers are going to go on each of the printers. We're hoping to just get rid of that completely, and maybe in the long run add more printers, or we're not sure what we're going to do with that. So that is basically the gist of it. Back there is all of our screen printing stuff. We have a pile of stuff here that we are looking to sell or get rid of that we don't use, just to create more space. Just in the long run, we do aim to get more printers this year or next year, or no, this year, because we are moving out of this space next year, or that's our plan for now. So we are hoping that we can maybe add in a printer this year. So we do want to clear out the screen printing ink and put it over here. So that's a whole nother task for a whole nother day. We'll get around to it, but since we aren't focusing on that, and our DTF printers need most of the attention, that is what we focus on, mainly organizing. So hopefully with this, the flow of the shop and everything is just going to run much more smoothly. Having a desk at each printer is going to work wonders, because sometimes we'll just be running from printer to printer, but now if each section has what they need, it has a bag of powder by it, maybe some bottles of ink, then that will help us. It's just basically saving time where we can. And I know that saying like running to grab a bag of powder or running to grab a bottle of ink, but that's 30 seconds, like it's not that much, but it does add up, and time is money. And so it's just like being more efficient is a goal for 2025, and I feel like that is what we are setting up to do. So we're really excited about it. We did end up when we were in here on, I think it was, I said Monday. When we were in here on Monday, we were like slaving away. I was literally we were scrubbing the floors. We were just getting basically the warehouse reset for 2025. It was a day that we were able to. So it's very nice to have everything together. I'm very excited to have my desk back, because I really, you guys just saw, it's not even all, which that's our next task, is we are getting some stuff to get some ventilation back there, but with the humidifiers now, it does get a lot more like foggy, and I just don't want to be working back there. So I'm excited to have my desk back in here, and also just to like sit by Alex and like we can talk. But that is basically what's been happening this week. Being home for the past 2 days, I was able to get some work done. So I've uploaded a bunch of new designs. Make sure you guys go check them out. And I've also just been content planning for the rest of the month. I know it is like the 23rd or the 24th, whatever the date is right now. I think it's the 23rd. Just like getting ready so that when I come in, I know what I'm going to film, and I know how long, what the topics I want to be, stuff like that. So it's been nice to just be able to kind of stay home and kind of get to that computer stuff done. But it sucks that we did have to like tell our customers, like a lot of them were very understanding. A lot of our customers are in the South and in like Texas, so they understood that the weather is crazy and that like everything shuts down. But some that aren't, and some that like weren't too happy, I totally get it. There's just some things that are out of our control, and that was one of them. So we're back to the full shop. Hopefully by the end of the week, it is Thursday. Hopefully by tomorrow, we are going to be fully back on track with orders and everything's out of the queue. We're playing catch up now. Again, everyone's been super great and super nice. So if you guys are one of those customers, I greatly appreciate just your kindness and your patience. We were actively trying to get measures in place just in case something, like we didn't know how long we were going to be out. Even now, like they're saying some of the roads are pretty bad still, but we are back. So I'm a little anxious to see about mail carriers. That is a big one. I don't know if, I think I actually just saw USPS, but I don't know if things are like getting delayed. The airports did shut down, all of that. So I'm not sure if packages are getting delayed or they weren't scanned in. It's all just like a guessing game right now, because with the holiday on Monday, none of them were getting scanned in anyway. But then on top of it, if they close down, that will cause even bigger delays. So we're definitely keeping an eye on all of the tracking that we get sent out, and just, you know, our customers are great. They always work with us. They're always super sweet. But there are those few and far in between that do make your life a little harder when something goes wrong that you can't control. So just remember, guys, to be patient with businesses. And if you're a business yourself, you guys understand that dealing with mail carriers sometimes is so bizarre and crazy. I did tell you guys that we were expected to get our supplies on Tuesday, and then they called on Friday, maybe Monday, I don't know, and basically said, like we're gonna have to reschedule it. So we were thinking it might have been Thursday or Friday, and we were like, okay, well, if we're shut down for 2 days, we won't need new supplies. So hopefully by the time that everything gets back on track, we're able to have our supplies in without having to like go buy some. Ended up to not be the case. We did have to end up going to buy supplies. Actually, Alex went yesterday to buy it all. So we're stocked up on some film that I'm hoping can get to us on Monday. They said Monday, they asked our business hours, and typically we're here pretty late, but I did say like 9 to 5. I'm hoping that since we're a business in the morning, it'll be quicker, but we'll see. We're gonna have a big day on Monday getting that all in. I'm glad we were able to clear some space for it, because it is going to be a lot of supplies. Okay, so time is a little bit, it's about 4:30 right now. I just had to reach out to a customer because we did have to put their order on hold, because all of their orders all of their designs had white backgrounds. So when that happens, we typically reach out to them and ask, like, is this intentional? Did you need this? Or like, do they need to be removed? It's a pretty big order, so we do want to make sure that we ask that rather than just printing it, and make sure that that's how they wanted it. Sometimes they'll upload some designs with white backgrounds and other designs with no white backgrounds. So when that happens, we'll typically remove it for them and then like leave a note, hey, we removed this background, and usually they're thankful. Sometimes it's weird and people wanted the white background, but usually, so after the first time that we had a few weird like, no, I wanted the background, we did decide to stop removing them ourselves and just reaching out, putting the order on hold. It just saves a lot of hassle in the end. But right now, we are still working on printing some orders, getting the orders ready to get shipped out. We do have some already packaged that we need to get sent to the UPS over, because I've told you guys in the past our UPS is a pretty early pickup and our USPS is an early pickup, but our FedEx is about, we have to drop it off, we have to leave here at 7, last drop off is at like 7:30. So with that, we can stay, and some people with our new shipping, they'll choose FedEx, and when that happens, it's like we do have to stay to make sure that they get their orders. But if it's like they just chose like flat rate standard, or they chose next day and they didn't specify what carrier, we'll typically push them, and like if it's a heavier day, we'll push them to the back and then say, okay, well they didn't specify, so everyone that goes UPS needs to go before that 4:30, if that makes sense. It sucks that they have such weird turnaround times, because the FedEx one is actually only for next day airs and second days. So even if we had FedEx grounds, the last pickup for them I believe is like 5:30, which I get it, but and with all of them being like shut down right now, I don't know what's going out, what's not, but we're just basically playing it by ear. We're doing our part by getting the orders out, and then kind of hoping and watching that they get actually shipped out and actually move through the like the whole mail carriers. My mind is just not working today, but we do have a lot of customers in like Louisiana, and what sucks about that is that if you guys live in the South, like I-10 to Louisiana is like closed down right now due to ice. So a lot of packages hopefully won't get delayed going there. I know if they do like next day air, sometimes they just like next day air is they fly it, but sometimes if they do second day or whatever, it'll get on a plane rather than driving. But grounds typically don't get there as fast when it's, you know, I think they just, I don't know how it all works. That's what's happening. It's freezing in the office. Trying to get the heat going on in here, but basically we're gonna just finish getting the printers up, getting these orders, and then hopefully have some time to start editing this vlog. I did want to try to get it up tonight so that I have 2 days, because I did upload my one I uploaded on Tuesday. So I still I'm trying to hit the 3 a week. If not, I'll upload this one on Friday, because today is Thursday. On Friday, I'll upload this one on Friday, and then maybe my Friday vlog on Saturday, to just try to keep the 3 a week streak going. We'll see, but let's go check in on the back. Alex did end up putting some clog buster into DTF printer number 2. It looks like it's doing okay. The white is still a little bit weird, so I think I'm gonna do something to fix that. But everything else looks pretty, I hated that, but it looks okay. We'll see. Quite a bit later, guys. It's about 5:45 right now. I just got back from UPS to drop off the last of our packages. It didn't look like he had been there, like our UPS guy had been to pick up to take to the UPS hub tonight. So I'm hoping that those can get on the truck. It's really iffy. Sometimes he's there at like 5:30. Sometimes he doesn't even get there till after 6. So we just tried to aim to get him there by 5:30. But it's like nights like tonight, sometimes just you get there late. So it was super busy, actually. I think everyone's just catching up on getting you're still dealing with the Amazon Christmas returns, but then on top of it, I think them being closed for the past 2 days is probably causing a big backup, because it was very busy. So we did end up getting the print, or getting the clog out of printer number 2. What happened was that like the white, it basically just wasn't printing anything for like the 3 bars. I'll try to show you guys. I don't know what's printing back there right now. I'll have to ask Alex if it's plus customers or if it's our customers, because then I can show you if it's our customers. It wasn't printing like, so when we run nozzle checks, it'll print like 6 different kinds of like bars, color bars, to show you if the nozzle checks are clear, or if the nozzles are clear and the lines are clear and there's no clogs. Well, it wasn't printing like 4 of the 6. So we were a little nervous on that, because printer number 1 had started doing that a while ago. But Alex took the thing off, took the box head off, and we kind of adjusted the cables for that print head, the white print head, and ran some more cleanings, and it ended up working out fine. We figured it was something like that because the clog buster hadn't even like touched it. Like there was nothing that we would put clog buster in, we waited like you're supposed to, and then we ran some cleanings and ran a test, and it like fixed nothing, which this clog buster is like very extreme, so it should have at least cleared something, but it didn't. So we figured it was something to do with the cables. Super easy fix. And now that we know that, it's like, oh, is that what happened with printer number 1? But if you guys saw last week's video, then you know that printer number 1's heating plate was away, or was messed up. So there's Alex back there putting the orders up. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, that's what happened with printer number 2. Ended up working out, so it's printing perfectly fine right now. Getting the last of the orders that can go FedEx out, and then we should be able to get those. We'll leave probably around 7 to get those out. It's been one of those weeks. I literally feel like it's supposed to be Monday, but it's not. It's Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday, and it's just weeks like this throw me off so much. But we'll get back on track. Alex and I were literally talking about how we feel like we haven't had a normal week since the new year, and we felt like last week we were getting back on track with like our orders, and even like in our personal life, getting to the gym every day. Like there wasn't any breaks, and then this week came and it was like everything shut down, and all it's been crazy. Back on track with the prints and everything, and then hopefully come Monday we are going to be 100% back on the new 2025 whatever. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm ready for our routine to get back to normal. But for right now, I am going to look up maybe getting another TikTok posted. I posted that one that I was telling you guys about. It's not doing too bad. It was just like a trending sound that people have been using since TikTok was banned a couple weeks ago. It's like that song that's like, we're back, and I was using it anyway. It's not doing too bad, but it's not doing too good. So I'm going to kind of try to find one that's more focused on DTF printing rather than just like a trend. I typically try to do more of like the educational of DTF rather than the trending sounds. Sometimes the trending sounds end up doing a lot better just because everyone's using them. But sometimes the trending sounds do better because it's a trending sound. But sometimes the educational videos and like the explaining and all of that, like my last one that I did that was talking about the DTF transfers and AMS transfers plus, it did really well. People were commenting and favoriting and all of that. So I think I'm going to try to do another little educational one, maybe show some transfers, because I did get a bunch of new designs uploaded. And when we do that, I typically like to show like the one, so maybe I'll go print one, maybe we'll press one. Not really sure what we got planned for the rest of the day. It's really just, it's been nice to get a lot of computer stuff done the past couple days, because now I feel like we came in and we weren't really, the only thing we were behind on was like actually printing and packaging orders. But we're getting back on track with that. So I'll keep you guys updated. I think it's going to be a little bit of a later night. We might even stay later than the 7 o'clock and just run to UPS and just to get these orders printed, because we just need to get them out of the queue before the weekend. And I was talking to Alex, and he was discussing printer number 4, which if you guys remember from last week was the one that had the blue cyan, and I don't know what's going on with that one. Alex has been bending backwards and all over to try to figure it out. And basically it seems like there's just either a really big clog, but we've used the clog buster. It's just something in the cyan is not working very well. I don't know if it's the weather or what, and it's just gonna, because we've had this happen where it was a really big clog and then the weather got warmer and humidity started coming again and it ended up working itself out. But we have like the humidifiers going all weekend and throughout the week, and I don't know, it's still not unclogging. So we're gonna see where that one goes. Printer number 1 is, I told you guys like just a second ago, the heat plate needs to be replaced. So what we might end up doing is taking the print head off of printer number 1, putting it onto printer number 4 to see if that would fix it. But yeah, guys, that's just what's been happening. I feel like it's just one of those weeks. Time is about 6:40. I just finished answering some emails to some customers, and then I am now going to go package some orders with Alex so that we could hit that 7 o'clock FedEx time. Guys, so we're gonna package some orders. I don't even know if you can really see me. I tried setting up like a cool camera. I think you can. But we're gonna package some orders to get ready to go. Alex thinks I'm talking to him.
What?
I'm not talking to you.
What are you talking about?
Time is 7:11. We are finishing packaging up orders right now. I'm just running them through the dryer. Alex is packaging the last few, and then we are going to get out of here so that we can make it to FedEx in time. But if you guys haven't made it this long in the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment, and I will see you guys tomorrow.